guys, it's Mehdi here. What's going on? I hope you all doing very well. Happy New Year. Today I want to show you guys my hybrid Dragon Wolf Monk. So let's get it started. I'll start always by showing my character sheet to you guys. Alright, so these are the attributes you're gonna need for this build, and you can check other stuff as you need it. The resistances, evasion, and shield, mana, and the spirit you're gonna need for this build. And the thing I want to point out too is the element protection, which is really important. And most of the videos you see out there, they ignore the element protection and they just rely on the charms you have. But you need decent element protection, so you're not gonna die in maps easily. Alright, let's go to the skill gems. For a clear, we use Rend most of the times, and just if you want to freeze something, you use Lunar Assault. For the rain, we use Bahatari Vengeance, Embitter, Magnet 2, Rapid 2, and Rage 3, and we use Embitter to turn all the extra damages we get to cold damage, so we're gonna freeze the enemies very easy. For the Meditate, we have Rapid Casting 2, Steadfast 2, and Cooldown Recovery 2. We use Pounce to get us power charges, and we get a combo with a culmination in the combination with a combination of Olita Chimps. And we also do freeze the enemies because we're marking them with a freezing mark, and we're gonna get also cold damage when we mark the boss and freeze the boss. Okay, so Culmination 2, Blind 2, Alita Chimps, Freezing Mark, and Blazing Critical. And we use Blind 2 because we use Blindside in our Oil Barrage. So once we pounce on the boss, it's blinded, and we're gonna have more critical bonus and critical hit chance. And there's a rotation you want to do for bossing. First, you start attacking with Lunar Assault and Rain to get your rage up and also freeze the boss. And before you start attacking the boss, you want to pounce first, then start attacking with Lunar Assault and Rend. Then once the boss is freezed, you're gonna pounce again to get your power charges with the Alita Chains, and then Oil Barrage and one shot the boss. Then we have Ghost Dance here, Compress Duration 2, Devour to get us power charges in maps once we do mapping, Charge Provision 2, and this one it also has 50% chance to give us random charges. So we're gonna have more skill, speed, and defensive. Empowered Sparks 2, which this is really OP, which shoots out sparks, which gonna do decent damage and also shock the enemies. For the rend, we're gonna empower our rend attacks because we are using power charges, and we get the power charges through the pounce and devour skill. And okay, the other support gems is Fist of War 2, Prolonged Duration 2, and Cooling Strike 2. For the Oil Barrage, which is mainly using for bossing, Blindside, Overextend, Elemental Armament 2, Concentrated Area, and Version 2. Charge Regulation, Cool Headed. Again, I'm really scared of Ignite, so I don't want to get ignited at all in this game, in this patch I mean, because it's the most annoying element I believe in this patch. And Ultra Dormant, you don't need this. If you don't have it, just forget about it. For the Lunar Assault, we use Elemental Armament 2, Ice Bite 2, Tool Stillness, Rakita Flow, and Oisin Oath. We use this to leech mana based off of our elemental damage. If you don't have this, you're fine. But if you want to use something like this and leech mana from enemies, you're gonna need leech mana on one of your ring or on your gloves. We use Trinity here, Cold Mastery, Diallo Desire, and Ultra Daguerre. These two are not necessary. Just forget about it if you don't have it. Shattering Palm is just a fancy skill that I really like to use because we can get to the enemies really fast and shatter them, and I just like the effects. And also I use a bunch of different skills in all of my builds because I like my builds to be this way and it's just not one button build. So we use Magnify Area 2, Cold Penetration, Cold Mastery, and Elemental Armament 2, and Close Combat 2. So if you want to use Shattering Perm, you need to have one onset ring on your build. Otherwise, you cannot fit it in your build, which is totally fine. And then we use Wind Dancer, Clarity 1, Magnify 2, Embiter, Bounty 2, and Elemental Armament 2. Herald of Ice, Elemental Armament 2, Shock Conduction 2, Cold Mastery, Overreach, and Shock. So I use this take that I want to shock the enemies. If you wanna shatter the enemies with the armor explosion, you wanna use this combo. You wanna use this, this armor explosion or armor break 3. So you're gonna replace these four with those that I just told you and just put overreach or magnify 2. Just let it stay. The others are gonna get changed, and you gonna need a weapon like this to have gain 30% of damage as extra physical damage. Otherwise that tech is not working. So that's why I prefer this tech, and it's really powerful because we shock the enemies all the time and they just die. So it's your choice to choose which way you want to go. Okay, let's do the gears. This is my talisman. You preferably want a talisman with flat cold damages or gain damages at extra cold or extra physical. So you're gonna turn it to cold if it's extra phys with MB2. And some crit chance, attack speed, and plus 5 level. Increased LA damage also is really powerful. This is my headpiece. You want to get as much as energy shield you can. We also get evasion because the point we get in our skill tree. So you want as much as energy shield you can, and some resistances. The rarity and crit chance is just fancy. If you don't have it, you're fine. This is my amulet. You want some defensive layers on your amulet. Increase maximum energy shield, plus 2 maximum energy shield, plus 1 level, 2 or 3, whatever you can get, some attributes, and some rarity if you want. And we gonna anoint overwhelming strike on our amulet. Just see your budget and see if we can fit. The defensive layers is way more important than the plus level of all melee skills because we have way too high damage and you don't really need plus 1 or 3 level to all melee skills. So uh, care about the defensive layers first and the attributes. This is my first ring, some damages, resistance and leech mana. This is my slick jacket, which is my best item I guess in this build. Resistances, really high evasion and energy shield. This is my second ring. Some resistances and damages again. This is my gloves. Triple damage, crit bonus, leech like is useless, some resistances. If we can get attack speed on this is really nice. The headhunter. You really want headhunter in this setup. Then you see the power of this build. But if you don't have it, it's fine. It still do the job. But on mapping, it's not gonna be as nice as this one. But on bossing, it's totally same. So if you don't have it, use the Ingenuity belt or the regular belt with some resistances and those sort of stuff. And this is my boot. Preferably you want something with 35 increased movement speed, some resistances, intelligence, or reduced fuse duration on you, uh, or stunt ratio. They're all nice. This is not really a good boots I have here. And you want to use this flask to get some rages for bossing. So you're gonna cap your rage much faster. You definitely want the stun charm, ignite charm again, and this is my fancy charm. You don't need this, you can use this. And if you want to get the rite of passage, be sure to get the primate one, which is the monkey one. It works really well with our build. So use the fall of the axe if you don't have the rite of the passage. And this is the mana. You want to get the one has more recovery if you use while on low mana and get the increased charges on it. And these are the other talisman I have. I told you guys, get something that has cold damage or extra cold, like extra freeze, attack speed, and crit chance, and high fizz damage. Alright, so let's go over the skill tree real fast. Okay, these are the points. So the beginning of the tree is very important. You definitely want these nodes, subterfuge mat, these three. You can, if you are level 90 or lower, you can just forget about these three nodes. These three, these are necessary. All of it necessary. Then we come up here. These three are not necessary. This is my first jewel. Then these are really important nodes, defensive layers. These four are not necessary if you're low level. Then we come up here. We get these are not necessary. These are necessary. For the CI, we become a CI build by getting this keystone. And these are the most important nodes you need in this build. Just don't skip it. Be sure to get these nodes. This is my second jewel, and we come up here to get more increased energy shield. Alright, and we get some deflection on here. You can skip this one if you're low level. Then we get some crit here. Come up here, we get more damage per combo we have. And this is my other jewel. Extra damage and again strength, some strengths. And here crit and for our defensive layers. So important to get this. Alright guys, I guess that's everything. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I love you all. See you guys soon. Thanks.